What's up, everybody? It's me, Michael Magneto 7 Crawford, and I'm here to invite you to get my book, Playbook to Production, Volume 1. This book discusses the fundamentals of how to become a music producer in today's industry. It covers things like how to monetize your music, how to stand out amongst the crowd, even how to pick the proper gear. If you want to be serious about becoming a music producer today, cop that book. Peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. Told them I would reach the top, but none of them believe me. You can look into my eyes, I ain't gon' lie, I'm greedy. Couple dollars in my pocket, give it to the needy. I'm the best to ever do it, and I say it freely. And I probably won't stop, cause all them niggas need me. Bitch, I do it big, they do it itsy bitchy teeny.
Welcome. It's another week. It's another week. Welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast. I am your host, Magneto 7 in the building. Again. Yo, I scream every week. Yeah. I got to give them a scream every week. It just is what it is. But welcome to episode 28. I got a guest here today.
What's going on?
Sir Hamp a lot.
That's funny.
So, this guy right here, okay. I'm going to let him introduce him, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm going to introduce him first. It just kind of let y'all know who he is, what he's done, and why he is the beast, right? Okay, so all of y'all that might not have been a part of the journey, I think it's kind of like before internet, technically, right? We had Facebook.
Oh, wow. Nah, okay.
We had Facebook.
Before the internet, yeah.
I mean, but like it is now.
Nah, yeah, not like it is now.
So, at one point in time, y'all heard me talk about the story where, I go to New York, I work with 50. 50 say, hey, look at this fat boy. What's up, fat boy? I say, oh, man. And then we laugh, and then he ordered pizza. Then he look at me like, are you going to eat that pizza? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to eat the pizza. He's like, yeah, you still fat. So, the end of that conversation, y'all remember me telling y'all about having to come back home, lose weight. Like, he bet, man, it was a couple grand. I can't remember the exact number. But the person that I reached out to help me cut that weight, and we did it. Yeah, we did it. Was this guy right here, Coach Hamp. So everything, I'm gonna let y'all know. All January, we interviewing trainers,
right.
Fitness people, nutritionists. Mm-hmm. I be messing words up too, so just let you know. Every pod, I'm gonna mess up at least 3 words, maybe more, but. That's the whole month of January because I'm trying to get people out of the idea of doing New Year's resolutions.
Thank you.
And just lifestyle change.
Yes.
Right?
Planning. Yes.
Planning, right? So my plan fell off a little bit in September to, I say December. So, But now it's January. It's time to get it.
Right.
It's time to get it. So, live in the building, we got Coach Hamp.
Yeah.
Can you please introduce yourself? And we'll go from there.
Well, I'm Hamilton, Coach Hamp. And man, I'm simple. I just love helping people realize their best selves physically. Mm. That's it. Simple.
Okay.
That's me.
Tell me this. What made you get into, I guess, the area of fitness? Was it a certain episode? Was it just how you grew up? Like, you wasn't a hood kid, because
No.
Nah. The hood kids be turning flips.
I was doing that too, but I was doing that. I was actually the champ.
Okay, you was the champ.
In my neighborhood. But
okay, before we go there, why do you think all these hood kids be knowing how to cut these flips like this? Like,
ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do. Daring each other. People throwing their mattresses out.
Okay.
And people
think about that.
Yeah, people start flipping on mattresses and stuff like that. I didn't. I ain't trust the mattresses. So I started flipping on the ground, flipping off the porch, stuff like that.
It's off the porch.
Yeah,
though.
like a daredevil.
Nah, bro.
I just knew I never, when I first did it, I never did it. I just knew I could.
Okay.
And I just did it.
Okay.
I just knew I could. It goes back to my parents said when we were walking in the mall, and if they had their hands down, I'd grab their hands and try to do a flip.
Really?
Holding their hands, yeah. But when I was older and we had like a porch, I just knew I could flip off of it. I did.
Okay. So in getting into the training side,
Right.
or fitness and health in general,
Right.
what was it? Was it one particular thing that made you want to get into that space?
Well, it's a story that I told before. It was I think it was a Christmas. I think it's Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, right? Where I was standing and my father and his brothers, my uncles, was standing like in like a little circle, either after or before dinner or whatever, and they was talking, and all of them was starting to talk about their ailments. You know, like one said, yeah, Arthur beating me up, you know, arthritis. And then one was talking about diabetes, one was talking about a heart disease, and me just being a little fella and that all that masculinity, I wanted to chime in. And I said, when I get to y'all age, I want to look back happy and laugh about what I did all over my life. And it's like I might as well cuss them out. Because first it was a little dude speaking to grown men out of turn, right? You know how it is in the South. And so it was just a rain of, oh man, they was basically telling me if I live long enough, I'm going to experience all the stuff that they experienced. Right? And so they was like, I didn't notice, but they was like raining down curses on my head pretty much. Right. And my dad kind of stepped in the way. And he don't even remember this. We talked about it. And he was like, hold up. Because I was in AAU track. If he keep running and keep moving, he might not get sick and have to experience that stuff. And it dawned on me that there is a way out. Because my thought pattern was, you grow up, you get married, you get a disease, and you die.
The disease?
That's
you ain't going to bypass the disease.
Nah, you going to get it. Because everybody that I knew that was older, that's the pattern that they did. They were married. All of them got a disease. Some of them was dying, and these other ones was waiting to die. I just thought that was the order of life.
Wow. Okay. Dang. So, okay. Because look, y'all, okay, first off, you know I'm not one of the ones, like, I don't even know about football, really. Like,
right.
I low-key felt bad last week, bro.
Why is that?
Because, you know, Robert, who I interviewed.
Right.
His whole background is sports.
Right.
His dad played in the NFL. His mom played basketball. So I'm like, oh, what a play? What's a play?
Like, right.
So for me, it's having people like you, like him, in this space is actually teaching me. Okay, there are people in the world that embody fitness, and you know they want to do better. Cause like, for instance, he was telling me that he had gained like 300 pounds or something like that. Yeah. Over time. Right. But his whole childhood was fitness. Right. And I'm doing this to play because I want to go to the NFL. I was like, yo, like your whole being has been that. That's it. So, you know, it's only right to be able to get in this space and teach other people how to work out, how to, you know, get in that good space physically and mentally. And mentally.
Because with him, I've heard it's the other way. Once you finish, and that was another dark spot in my life, but once you finish being that, like if he went to the NFL or if he was a high-performing athlete through high school and college, at the end of whenever he was an elite athlete, if you don't change your mindset, that can be because that's all, like you said, that was your being. Yeah. So if you grow up and you feel like this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, and then all of it, because that has a lifespan. So when that's over, you cannot know who you are. I experienced that.
Okay. Unpack that. So as far as experiencing and trying to figure out
Twice.
this new you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Twice.
What is that like? Or how? Because I know you might still have certain moments and spaces where you get into it's like, yo, all right, I'm not gonna slip into that. I ain't gonna go back to that space. What's helped you get out of being this old you and embodying the new you?
Right. And who I am.
Yeah. Thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I'm thinking because it was a God sin. God put my mom gave me a speech one of those moments.
Okay.
And then he gave me a saying another moment, but all of them are pretty much wrapped in the same thing. One low was I was nervous from going to high school to college.
Okay.
And I was like, my mom was asleep, and I was sitting on her bed, and she woke up, what you doing? And she saw that I was upset, and then I started crying a little bit. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm about to go to college. She was like, yeah, and she was so proud. And I was like, what if I ain't the same athlete? What if I can't compete?
Yeah.
What if I can't,
I went
It's a whole different monster. And she was like, you're going to be great. And if you don't compete, then, it's going to be fine, so to speak. And I was like, but if I don't compete, who am I? And then she called, it's you. You're going to be you. Just be you.
Yeah.
Take it one day at a time. It's going to be you. Right? And that kind of helped me out. Of course, I went on to excel and 5-time All-American in a Collegiate Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then after that, fast forward to after college, when I was invited to the Olympic trials in '96. Oh. And all I had to do was make a time that I could make. No problem. And I was working out. We were still in season. I was still competing. And I was working out, and I was doing the 200 meters. That's running one curve and one straightaway on the track, 400-meter track.
Okay.
And what happened was I was working on coming out of the curve, a particular part of my race. Because those of you who don't know, you don't just run the whole thing as fast as you can. There's different phases, different methodologies to running. So I was trying to work on a certain portion of the race. And my coach was like, okay, that was it. And I was like, yo, let me do one more. He was like, all right, Ham, go ahead. So I did one more and pulled a hamstring. So, of course, my whole rest of the season was in jeopardy. But, of course, running that time for Olympic trials. Mm-hmm. But when people heard it, that I was going to try for the Olympic trials, because everything I got into sports-wise, I excelled at and I dominated it. Okay. So when they heard, yo, he got invited to the Olympic trial, people were saying, look, I'm going ahead and buy my ticket. You just let me know when you're in. Because they knew I was going to. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Right? So I felt like because of something I did, I let all of them down and I put my team in jeopardy, for not even, because I was a part of the 4x1 relay team and all that stuff. Okay. So I put everybody in jeopardy because of something that I did. And that was it was crushing. So I didn't make it to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Then my year was coming up from running, and I wasn't all of a sudden, 1 week, I was an athlete. The next week, I graduated. I'm not an athlete anymore.
That back to back, like that close?
It was after the season. You know what I mean? After the season, but anybody that's ever competed, when you are an athlete and you get injured in season, it's hard to heal, because either if you're playing football, basketball, or running track, you compete every week. Sometimes multiple times a week if it's like basketball. Right. So it's hard to heal. You can do some patchwork and, can keep going, but it's hard. It's really hard to fully heal. So after the season, which ends in like May or whatever, then we graduate in May. So season's over. I'm walking across and still limping, still hurting. I'm not an athlete.
And that's from college?
That's from college.
Okay. So
now I'm an athlete, been an athlete all my career. Now I'm not an athlete. Now it's staring me in the face of who are you, right? And what was put in my head was, like I said, I know now It's a Latin saying. You know, it's vincere diem, meaning
What's that?
win the day.
Okay.
Win the day.
Like win, like
Win.
right.
Yeah, like if you're competing. Win.
Okay.
And excuse me. And what that meant to me was, you gotta I can control this section, and I'm gonna do my best to put my mind in the right space for today. I can't promise tomorrow, but I'm gonna do today.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it was minute by minute, and you know, like I said, thank God I won more of the days than I lost, because I ain't win all them days. To be honest, I ain't win.
I know about them L's, dude. What?
Dude, I called some L's, man. I was like, I'm in the corner crying and like, you know. But going back to how I got into fitness with that, I'm remembering winning the day, and in one of those times where I'm trying to fight to win that minute, I thought about my dad back in that story saying, "Oh man, you can keep moving."
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, maybe that's something. And then it was funny because shortly after that, my dad had to get total knee replacement. Right. Yeah. And so he was getting total knee replacement. That's when I got into like rehab and stuff like that. But after that, I went when I was thinking about that, I went and it was funny. I was working and I was working out, and people was like, how you staying in shape? Yeah. And I would tell them, and then whatever. And then someone said, listen, I know what you're saying is right, but I need somebody with me. Mm-hmm. So we worked out together, and she got in her skinny jeans, and I was like, I like this.
Yeah, okay.
I like this. And so, you know, I went back and I got my certifications and all of that stuff and started training people.
So you did that after you trained somebody?
What? Yeah.
Like, that's dope. That's dope.
Because I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know there was a space for that. I didn't know it was a lane for that. So I had to go back, you know, get more education, and then learn how to train properly and what everything was, because I was doing it. But
okay. Now, I want to bring out that point. Right. That's a lot of what we see online as far as the training. And that's what irritates me. You know, y'all know I get into the old uncle moment, you know, whatever. F y'all too. But but I feel like so many people online are training.
Right.
And they don't know how to tell you to eat. They don't know what makes something react. They don't know none of this stuff.
Right.
And I just be looking like, yo, riding around little Bentleys.
Right.
I'm like, are y'all really selling nothing?
Yeah.
Like even with producers, like, hey, I know my youngins hate when I do that too. But the younger producers, I just be like, yo, y'all not producing. Y'all making the beat, and then y'all give it to the artist and let the artist produce their self.
Right.
But a producer, at least for my age group, is Quincy Jones, the big boys that do the record, the beat, but then they let the artist come in and say, okay, no, you need to sing it like this.
Right, direct them.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is the range you need to be in on. That's a high C. That's a A flat. Like, those are producers to me. Right. So I just be like, what are we doing? Right. Where's the world? So I think it's commendable that you did want to go back and get the education
right.
to train people.
I need to know what I'm talking about.
Nope. Know what you talking about.
Because this right here, I mean, it's a potential to really harm people. Because you can make them do too much, or you can make them do too little, and they just doing it for years and years and years and never changes. So.
All right. We're going to get back to it, but I remember I had a conversation with Rock when he was first starting to train with, it was some dude in Winston.
Right.
So I was like, why you feel like that? He was like, man, I can't even go to work today. I was like, what you mean?
Yeah.
He was like, man, I'm hurting too bad. I was like, I said, you supposed to hurt when you work out. He was like, nah, like it's something wrong. So I said, yo, send me your plan. I want to see what he got you doing. Because I think we had just started. That's when we were coming back and forth to Charlotte.
Oh, really?
So this is like 2019, something like that. So I think you had just sent me the first plan to start doing, like the 3-3-3, that stuff.
Right.
So he sent me his plan, but it had him doing like 600 push-ups.
Oh, wow. Way too much. Yeah.
Day one.
Wow.
Then do a mile before you work out. Then do a mile after you. I say, bro, no, like,
Yeah, you
But
gotta
that's
build up.
that's an example of the internet.
Yeah.
That's the internet, like knowing how to train people based off of the body where they're starting, being realistic.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? I got so many questions.
Well, YouTube University can teach you a lot, but it can't teach you how to do brain surgery. You can watch a brain surgery on YouTube, but then to go and try to perform it, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Right, weird. So, okay, moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're a dad, husband,
Mm-hmm.
got jobs on jobs on jobs,
Mhm.
right? How do you get into a routine of training? Not from a workout standpoint, but from you actually training people and then getting back to yourself in however much time that is.
Mhm.
Like, how are you able to, I guess, get those moments?
You
to
mean
yourself?
train or to train
Yeah,
myself?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, prioritize it.
Okay.
Like everything else, like you was talking about time management. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's time management, and you have time when you just haven't prioritized time, and things like that. So you just got to prioritize you. That's what when I had a certain job, got me up at 4:00 in the morning in training. So I had to get up. I had to be up at 4 because I had to be on the treadmill warming up at a certain time, because I had to end at a certain time, because I had to get back and make sure everything was right for the people that was at home, my family's at home. Our morning routine that we were doing as far as getting them off to school,
Right.
My wife getting off to work, things like that. And then I was either training somebody and then going to a job where I worked in inpatient rehab, and then training people after that, and then coming home, at night and having like family time at night and study time at night. But I knew me, and if I was going to try to train at the end of the day, I would have found a whole lot of other things to do, and then I was like, I'm not training. I wouldn't have done it. I mean, I'm not superhuman.
Yeah.
I go days without training sometimes, but if I don't prioritize it and plan for it.
So, okay, like a lot of us men, a lot of us husbands, right?
Yeah.
How is it with training and then you have a partner that might not be in your space?
Right.
How does that go? Because I know from my experience, like, if you tell me to do something,
Right.
I'm gonna go to the extreme, like Hamp be like, yeah, all you gotta do is do a mile and some change, do this. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do 3 miles and I'm gonna do this.
Right.
But see, then the second half of that is the family side. Like, I gotta eat right, I gotta do this, and I could eat a certain thing and blow all the way up.
Yeah.
But Shamia eats something,
And yeah.
and she's still
So,
like this.
metabolism, yeah.
So, how is that balance?
I laugh because this is a question that I get.
Okay.
Yeah. And
From men or from men and
both,
women? Okay.
Both. And it's 2 answers. It's one, if somebody is just, look, we eating whatever, that person has nothing to do with your nutrition. I mean, at all. As far as what
you mean nothing to do with it?
As far as what you put in your mouth and swallow it, they're not forcing anything into your mouth. They're not forcing anything down your throat like that. So, no. If what you have to make, are they on board with you losing weight or getting in the best shape of your life? If they're on board with it, then they understand he's not going to eat that. Let me make this.
Yeah.
And so if they're on board with it, cool. If they're not on board with it, you buy your stuff and you eat your stuff. Right. The other answer is, if you are the person preparing most of the meals, it's easy. My thing is, well, can you cook?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you make it taste good? Oh yeah. Go ahead and cook it all up. The healthy stuff for all of y'all. Make it taste good and serve it to them. They just want to eat.
Ooh.
That's it. Most of the times with my kids, when I was preparing the food, and if we was trying to go like do more turkey, or I made a meatless spaghetti one time. If they were in the kitchen when I was making it, it was like, where's the meat?
Yeah.
If they wasn't, they'd eat it up like it was regular. When we went from cow milk we started doing soy milk. Now we do rice milk and coconut milk and stuff like that. When we tried to get them off, we backed them off to 2%. Then I said, hey, look, I got some vanilla milk. It was soy milk.
Okay.
And so they expected it to be different. So when they taste, oh, I like that. And I did the same thing when we got them off and went to rice milk and almond milk, and same thing. I set them up so they expected it to be different, or they didn't know it was a novelty, and now it's a treat. So,
okay, that's good. That's good. So, okay, when you, I love doing scenarios. I'm a scenario king.
Let's hit it.
All right, so say for instance, you got a husband that does. We're gonna do a husband in one scenario, then we're gonna do a single person in the other scenario.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got a husband that does, I'm gonna say 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They always suggest 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And then that's what, 16 hours?
About that. Yeah.
No, yeah, 16 hours gone. Right? It's only 24. How can they get the quality, I guess, family life and eat right and work out in, what's that? Technically, 4 hours? No.
Let's see.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8 hours. So they got 8 hours to do something.
As far as workout?
Workout, eating, family time, relationship time. You know, we got to have sex every now and then.
So
you got to do that.
You need to pause right now.
So how can they prioritize their new fitness journey? And let's in the equation, let's add their 300 pounds. 5'8", 300 pounds.
5'8".
Okay, 5'9".
I got you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You said it right there. Prioritize. In the words of like T.D. Jakes, he was saying, "Listen, man, we going and paraphrasing. He said we're all juggling everything, and in that juggling, we're gonna drop, some of the pins sometimes.
Yeah,
we're gonna fail with the pins sometimes. Just don't fail at the same thing every day. So." Juggling it. Let's say my schedule wasn't that tight, but scenario it is. I'm juggling stuff. Work, husband, father, self stuff. I'm gonna be a great worker, a great husband, and I'm gonna miss a game. Sometime I just can't miss all of them.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm gonna make the game. I'm gonna make my significant other happy. We're going to spend that alone time, date night. I'm going to work out myself, but I'm not as productive at work. I just can't do that all the time. So you have to prioritize. Now, in that scenario, as far as eating, well, like I tell people, when you can't work out, eating has to be tight.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to really prepare your food, and you're going to have to eat strategically throughout the day. And then you're not working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Usually if you work 12 hours a day, it's like a 4-day on, 3-day off, and vice versa. Sometimes you work there's some jobs you work 5 days, 12 hours. You still got, Saturday and Sunday. Right? Working out to maintain the muscle tone that you have, with neuroscience coming out, and they're saying that you have to do at least 5 sets of a given exercise per muscle group.
Okay.
In order to maintain that muscle, right? So if I'm talking about my chest, right, I'm going to have to, let's say I want to grow my chest. I'm going to have to do what they call hypertrophy, which is make it bigger. That's all that means.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to do, I would say, let's say I'm getting closer to maybe 5 sets of 20, which is 100 total. Right?
Okay.
At a weight that's, and I don't want to get too technical, but at a weight that's maybe 50-70% of my 30 rep max, meaning my max lift is the amount of weight that I can lift one time.
Okay, gotcha.
With all my force. You know what I mean? So if that's like,
so you need a spotter if you're gonna do that.
If you're gonna do that, yeah.
Yeah.
If so say that's 100 pounds, right? So 30% of that, and then lift that 30 to I'll say 50 to 70% of that. Do that about between 15 to 20 times like that. But I said 5 sets a week. Typically, when you work out, you do 3 sets.
Right.
And work out 3 times a week.
So you just did it 9. Okay.
Right.
Got you.
So you have enough times if you're going to do it twice a week or 3 times a week. You're going to work out enough if you're doing it properly. If you plan, sit down with somebody who know what they're talking about.
Right.
They're going to start you out. That's why we do. Typically, if you go work out with somebody you talk, they're going to have you doing like maybe 3 sets. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You'll do like 3 sets of squats, 3 sets, whatever you're working out.
Okay.
That's typically why.
Ah.
Right? And so, and you're doing multiple times a week. So you're getting well within that 5 set. So if you do 2 times, you're not cheating.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's a whole lot to say. There's a whole lot to say. If you're working out properly, you're going to get that. So in that scenario, they can work out Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And that's enough.
2 times.
Based off 5 times a week.
Okay.
You working,
okay.
You know what I mean? You working 2 times, right? You if I'm doing 3 sets here, 3 sets, like I'm 3 sets of chest, right? 3 sets of whatever. All I have to do is increase
that's 6 technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So well, you don't want to work chest back to back. Okay. Let me do 5 sets of chest, what I call like the bulk and V. I'll do 5 sets, going down in reps, up in weight, and then reversing and coming back up. 5 sets. I did that Saturday. I do what I call a pushing, doing everything pushing. So I do 5 sets on Saturday of that, 5 sets on of squats.
Okay.
And things like that. Then on the next day, I'll do my back. 5 sets of pulling for my back. 5 sets of like deadlifts for hamstrings. I've gotten it. Then I've eaten all week.
Eating tight enough.
Eating tight all week, yeah.
To make sure you good. Dang.
You got it.
Okay.
There's no excuse.
It ain't. Okay. All right. Now, single person.
Right.
Let's say it's a business lady. Because there's a lot of these scenarios now,
right.
especially with like online, they selling waist trainers, all that stuff.
Right.
So, single, female, entrepreneur.
Right.
She work. I'm gonna say she just working till she can't work no more.
Yeah.
Per day.
Right.
Eat in between is gonna be Chick-fil-A.
Right.
It's gonna be something Starbucks for breakfast.
Let's play
Chick-fil-A.
that. Yeah, that's good.
And she might do hibachi or something for them, right? Because she got it.
Right.
How do they prioritize that workout? And say she's not out of shape,
right.
She
just want
to, the booty. She want the BBL, a natural. She want a natural BBL.
Yeah.
And she just don't know how to get to that. How to get to that space without somebody like you are a trainer. Where could she start?
Same thing. Prioritize. And I'll make this shorter. But prioritize, man. You see moves where you see the Tyler Perry moves where like Taraji's in there and she's like running in the morning before work.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Get up and do it. Do it when you do it. You gotta make time. You can't wait for the time. You gotta make it. So you gotta prioritize. If she needs a trainer, the trainer's gonna be over there knocking on her door at 5:30 in the morning. Because that's when she has time, and then she goes through her day.
I like that.
That's it.
Okay, now you had a part when we were talking before. I had no idea. You said you were born without an ACL. Now, again, I'm not a sports dude, so I don't know what. I don't know what's what.
Yeah.
AC, I know ankle.
Yeah.
I know toes. I know kneecap.
Right.
But what's an ACL? And to be born with it, without it, what does that mean?
ACL stands for cruciate central ligament. It's right here.
Okay.
Right? It's a ligament that's inside the knee. What the job is, the shin bone, it keeps the shin bone from shifting. Right? From shifting which way. Because, listen, our joints are just bones meeting. The ligaments and tendons keep it together.
Gotcha.
Right? So it goes up inside the knee and it connects. And it keeps the shin bone from shifting back and forth. So anytime you see somebody running and they cut to the left or the right, their ACL is stressed. You know what I mean? Anytime they stop, if they're in football and they're running,
That's what I'm about to say.
stop,
So football, they're running
basketball.
Okay.
So that's why it's a big thing that people try not to blow out in football, soccer, basketball, rugby, stuff like that. Side to side shifts, sudden stops, things like that. So if you don't have it, your body, your shin bone shifts too much, right? And you can't make that cut. So what happens is the doctor said it looks like my thighs and my hamstrings and calves, all of those supporting muscles was strong enough to offset those things, to act as the ACL would act.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The reason I knew it is because I was in football in college.
Gotcha.
And I was setting a guy up to, it was wide open over here beside him, and he was too close. So I said, I'm going to draw him in. And when he comes in, I'm going to cut and go around. And you
did. Found out then.
Yeah, because what happened was, Heck, I want to make this short.
All that time before that, you ain't know.
I know.
What?
I did, man. I did gymnastics. I did track and field, football, everything. But I'll do a backstory because I created because of a ankle pop, like whatever that ankle pop. I created a muscle imbalance that I didn't know. So anyway,
okay.
What happened was over years of creating that muscle imbalance, it came to fruition here. So I was setting him up. He bit on it. He acted on it. I went around him, but when I tried to go around him, I went to cut, and my lower body kept going this way, and I fell. They came and they tested me out. They said, okay, we think ACL's gone. It sounds like it. They took me to the hospital. They did the MRI. They said, yeah, there's nothing in there. And then he started trying to look at this one. He said, this one got a little play. He said, when did you hurt your other knee? I was like, I never did. He said, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I didn't hurt my other knee. And then, so they did the MRIs and everything. He said, I don't see an ACL in that other knee. He was like, I was like, really? And my coach was like, you serious? He said, matter of fact, I don't see where it originates or attaches. I don't see anything over there. And they looked over. He said, as a matter of fact, I don't really see one. I don't see one. It's a lot of inflammation right now because it hurt, but I'm looking at where it should attach. I don't see it. And he said the only thing, one of those scratchy your head moments, he said the only thing that I can think about is he was born without him.
Wow.
And there's several cases like that, but it looked like I wasn't born with him at all. I didn't know.
That's crazy. So you like a superhero, look.
I am not. I'm a regular person with determination.
Exactly. Okay. All right, because I don't want to get too long-winded.
All right.
I know this is the first of the year, like I said in the beginning. We deading the New Year's resolutions. We're not doing those. We
playing. Yeah,
we planning all 2022 and beyond, right? Especially since y'all about to be in the house. But anyway. Everybody about to be straight in the house again, bro. I ain't gonna get into my theories on this pod, but y'all know.
Right.
We talked about trying to offer people some type of community, right? And we got a brilliant idea to jumpstart everything with this 2-week sugar flush.
Yeah.
Explain that to these folk and why we need to start doing it.
Yeah, sugar's the devil, pretty much. Don't sue me, y'all.
It's crack. Sugar's cocaine.
Don't sue me, sugar people. Well, I mean, a lot of issues is with the added sugar, the tables, all that stuff. It's a lot of issues with that. So the sugar flush is 2 weeks and flushing all the unnecessary sugar. I'm not talking about glucose. I'm not talking about like just carbs, but flush the soda. Just drop the soda.
Okay.
Drop fast food. Drop fried foods and stuff like that. Yeah.
So no wings. No wings.
Drop junk food.
Wings is junk.
It's the stuff
protein.
the stuff that's on it. The stuff that's on it. Here's this is free. Anytime you come and there's a meat that comes and it's wet, it looks wet. It's some type of glaze on it, and it's usually sugar based or salt based, but mostly sugar based because that's taste.
Okay.
That's why I like honey chicken wings, stuff like that.
So no honey?
No,
Honey
chicken
is-
wings.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. So I gotta get the lemon pepper today. We gonna get some.
It's just for 2 weeks. It's just for 2 weeks.
So today,
no junk food. Yeah.
You hold on. How long you in town? You leaving today?
Yeah.
Like tomorrow.
I'm leaving today.
You
Like,
leaving
yeah.
today. So I need to get my wings today.
Yeah.
Fried. Get some fries. Get some cookies.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem. Herein lies the problem. That's why we don't do New Year's resolutions. We make a plan because you gotta wait until a certain day for New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
When you ready, you start now.
Yeah, I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna get some wings.
See, there you go.
What about okra? You can eat okra, right?
I said drop the fried food.
Well, okra. For okra.
Okay, listen. Eat the okra, just don't fry it. See how much you like that okra.
All right.
See, we like the fried breading on it. We don't like the okra.
It's like liking Jesus without liking God.
You silly, man.
You can't they go together, man.
They do not go together.
All right. So no fried foods, no sodas, no fat. Okay, fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fast food.
No junk food in the fast food.
Okay.
But because that's if you have to, because you are unable to prepare your food before, right? And look, I'm supposed to eat some green stuff. I'm supposed to eat some like veggies today and some lean protein today. You can only go to a restaurant that serves that.
Gotcha.
And every quote unquote fast food restaurant don't serve salad.
Okay, hold on. You say they don't serve salad.
Not everyone.
Which Chick-fil-A?
Mm-hmm.
No.
What?
They serve salad?
So eat the salad. You gonna eat the salad?
Yeah.
Eat the salad.
I got a funny thing before we end, because I know we're running long, so bear with us. But what was it? Last week,
Right.
I was like, yeah, I'm not a New Year's resolutioner,
Right.
but I was like, yeah, I know I've been wilding out with this addition. I've been building, eat whatever I eat, and then just keep working.
Right.
That's kind of where I've been for the past 2 months, bro.
Right.
So I was like, all right, this is about done. I got some time to prep. Shamia made me a nice little smoothie. and she got something, it's called like the coldest water bottle. Y'all need to pay me for this too, because I'm promoting y'all low key. But she got me this bottle, like a coldest water bottle. And it keeps everything, the contents inside is hot or cold. It stays like that for the whole day.
Right, yeah.
And it's not super heavy, but it's good. So I was like, all right, I don't like my smoothies. I don't like to make the smoothie at the house.
Right.
And then I eat it or drink it. And it tastes like slop.
Right.
Like everything settled to the bottom.
Right.
It stayed the whole day. So I was like, okay, I'm good with that. But one day, I was like, all right, I need to get something green. So I got kale salad from Chick-fil-A.
Right.
I shouldn't have said that because it's not good what I'm about to say. But so I got the salad. It's like little babies. I was like, what? I said, is that it? They're like, yeah. I said, okay, well, give me like 2 more then. So they gave it to me. I said, all right, it's cool. It's $2 and some change. I got it. It wasn't it, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Because they don't do that. You know what I mean? They're doing that because of the waiver. We got to do something healthier. But that's not their forte. That's not what they get popular. So if you're gonna try that, you might find something that's better. But that's an option. That's why it's best to make your own stuff and then take it with you. But so when I say fast food, I mean the junk from the fast food. And if you have to go, that's because, listen, I'm on this, I'm dedicated to it. And if I go to the fast food because I could not prep, I'm working 12 hours a day. I don't have time to meal prep. Okay. Or go to the store right now. So I'm going to go drive through and I'm going to get a salad.
Okay.
Don't put all that salad dressing on there though.
Gotcha. Because the salad in itself is going to have some type of preservatives in it from a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, probably.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. When you have stuff out, yeah. A lot of the time they'll put, and that sometimes that comes in the form of what they put on it, like the salad dressing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. So, y'all, I'm going to put everything at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hamp Athletics on IG.
Yeah.
What is it on Facebook? I can't remember the Facebook.
But yeah, well, the group
Yeah,
that
the
we're
group.
gonna start is gonna be Hamp Athletics as well.
It's gonna be Hamp Athletics as well. So make sure you follow him on IG. Everything will be in his link tree, so it's gonna be popping.
Right.
And look, 2 weeks. This 2 weeks is gonna start next week. So we're looking at
With the
the
24th.
24th of January, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Listen. Okay.
It's only 2 weeks, man.
So he not here right now, right? He not here. What I'm about to tell you. So if y'all need to get out here in these streets, like we
Don't
said
mess
last
around.
week, did you know that weed cure corona?
I heard you say that. Ain't that a hashtag now? I heard you say that. Is that a hashtag?
I don't know if it is or not.
I think it's about.
Bruh, I was like, yo, somebody put, I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad. Yo, if you watching this, bruh, I'm sorry for your aunt. He said, yo, my aunt smoked mad weed and, you know, she died from corona.
Oh,
but
dang.
see, you can't tell somebody like me that.
Wow.
Cause it's still a joke for me. Like,
Wow.
I'm a joke.
That's messed up.
If I died from corona
Yeah.
and I smoke weed, it's still a joke. I'm
Wow.
sorry. It's still a joke.
That's not cool.
So, but I apologize. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
But the 24th,
Right.
make sure y'all jump on. So y'all got this the 5th. Yeah, this is roughly the 15th. So y'all got a whole week.
Mm.
Well, no, not necessarily, because you're gonna watch this on Thursday. So
Yeah.
y'all got 3 days.
You got this. That's why start now. You've been thinking about this all January. You've been trying some of your New Year's resolution stuff all January. It hasn't worked. You have not stuck with it. Let's start now.
Yes.
Get right by the summer.
And I know I keep prolonging it, but what's the reason for doing this sugar flush? What is it gonna benefit?
Oh yeah, you're gonna feel better.
Okay.
You gotta notice more energy once you get over that, you know, the cravings and stuff like that. But your inflammation is gonna go down. You'll actually see a good weight change in 2 weeks because a lot of sugar inflames you. Sugar makes you keep stuff that you don't need. Yes.
And sugar is in liquor. For y'all that don't know, so y'all my Henny
Yes.
drinkers.
Yes.
And I think that's it, man. That's it. I appreciate you for stopping by.
It's my pleasure.
Of course, this could go on so much longer, but we got a long day
Yeah.
set up, so we got more stuff. I keep getting are y'all done yet? We getting done. So appreciate you, sir. And
It's my pleasure, man.
I guess y'all will see what's going on. Hamp Athletics everywhere.
There you go.
All right. Peace.